Hey ladies, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Malika. Now if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come along with us on our journey. And if you've been here rocking with us, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. So we're on Vlogmas. Now I don't know what day this is. I think this might be Vlogmas day 12. So hey y'all, I wanted to come on and do a little quick story time, Christmas edition or holiday edition, since it is Vlogmas, right? So what I want to talk about is my worst or bad Christmas memory, and then my great or good Christmas memory. Okay, so come on, let's hop into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with bad first because I want the good to outshine the bad. So let's go into it. So growing up, until I was the only grandchild that lived in my state until I was roughly around, I think, 7. And at that I had a little cousin was born, and then I had another cousin that was born right after that when I turned 8. So when I turned 8, all of our Christmases shift and we started going to my aunt's house for Christmas since she had the little kids. Because after that she had her kids, or she has 3 kids, and they're kind of stair steppers every 2 years. So instead of her having to haul all the stuff down to my grandmother's house for Christmas, we just went to her house, right? Makes sense. And so it was this one Christmas we went to her house, and at the time my aunt only had 2 kids, and she stayed in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was a lot of people in the apartment. It was her 2 kids, her husband, so that's 4 people, me, my mom, that's 6, my grandma, my grandfather, so we up to 8. And I think my great grandma, so that's 9 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. And I think somebody else was in the apartment with us, but I'm not quite sure who was there with us. I feel like somebody else was there, but I don't remember. Needless to say, so that Christmas, we were cooking at my aunt's house like we normally do, and I believe it was Christmas Eve night. And my great grandma at the time, she was in her late 70s. I want to say either late 70s or early 80s. Yeah. And y'all, grandma went in the kitchen and got drunk. Drunk. To the point I believe she passed out or something like that. But she was in the kitchen drunk. And then something else wild happened that day. I can't quite remember, but I do remember my great grandma getting drunk. So needless to say, that happened, and that was just crazy and funny. That ain't the bad thing. That was just a wild memory that I remember from that day. But then y'all, of course, it's the winter time. So what happened? A snowstorm, a blizzard, came in and shut everything down. To the point where we lost power. We were stuck in my aunt's house, and then for some reason we couldn't make it back home. So we ended up going to my aunt's in-laws house. Alright y'all, so from the snowstorm, like I was saying, we ended up going to my aunt's in-laws house, and we stayed there for a couple of days. I don't really remember much. I just remember it being cold in my aunt's house and us having to leave after a couple of days to go to her in-laws, which was weird. I don't know why we didn't go back home, because her in-laws lived an hour and a half away from her, and we lived an hour away from her. So I don't know why. I don't know the logic behind that. Like I said, I was young, and I would think that her in-laws had more snow because they lived closer to the mountains than what we did. But I don't know. I was a kid, so I stayed in the kids' place. But yes, that was a bad Christmas. Only because, right? Only because of the snow and the lights going out and us having to leave. And then my great grandma getting drunk and doing wild things. But so that was one of the worst Christmases as a child that I can remember. And then like I said, ever since I had cousins, they came under me at the age of 7. We started having Christmases at my aunt's house and with them. So that was a little different because I was the only grandchild that lived in my state until then. Now my best Christmas, y'all, this was the best Christmas ever when I was a child, from my childhood that I can vividly remember. I was 5, so as you know, I was the what? The only grandchild that lived in my state at the time. Well, no. Well, yes, because my older cousin, she's a grandchild, but she's a daughter from my grandma. And my other two cousins at the time, they lived in Georgia. I have 2 that's older than me that live in Georgia. And then it's me and then some other under me. Needless to say, I was the only grandchild in my state. Y'all, that Christmas was lit. When I mean the tree was packed with stuff for me, it was packed. I got a Barbie car that year. I think I only rode it like once or twice because it was cold and I was scared. I got a light bright that year. I got like a kitchen set. I had like Barbies. I had clothes. I had everything a girl could ask for that Christmas. Like, I think I had even like 2 Easy Bake Ovens. Y'all, Easy Bake Ovens back in the 90s was popping. So I had 2 of those. Like, it's like my uncle spoiled me. May he rest in peace. But he spoiled me. My grandma spoiled me. My mom spoiled me. My aunt. Like, I was getting spoiled by everybody. And that Christmas was lit. And not only that, so at that time we had Christmas at my grandma's house. So she would cook like a big dinner. And it used to be like a kid's like table and then like an adult table. But I was only like kids, so I kind of just ate whatever. That Christmas we put out the camcorder. So we was like vlogging back in the day, making home videos. It's like the same thing now. But those cameras like big. The big ones you held right here, bulky, had the VHS tapes you had to put in them. Y'all. But or the little cassette tapes that go inside the VHS, whatever. But we had the camcorder going. We was in the house just having a good time. Me and my older cousin, because we're 11 years apart. But like I said, she's more of my grandma's child than my cousin. I don't know. But we was 11 years apart. I had like box braids in my hair. I had this green velvet coat on. And at the time, I was like the comedian, not comedian in my family, but like I was only grandchild. What do? You shine, right? So we was in there singing, and I was like singing in the kitchen. They recorded me, and me and her singing. Do y'all want to know the song that I'm singing at 5 years old in the kitchen on Christmas? Y'all, they had me in there singing Real Life Special by TLC. And I'm into it, like singing it like, baby, it's yours, all yours. If you want it tonight. Like, I'm giving up, be like, red light special all through the... Like, I was giving a show. When I mean I was giving a show, I was giving a show. But that memory still lives on and it lives in my head. Also in that Christmas, what makes it a great Christmas is because we have footage of my uncle who passed away, unfortunately, that New Year's. So he's in the footage. Like, we're having a good time. That's before, you know, our family started, people in our family started like passing away. So we was having a good time. Everybody was eating, laughing. I'm making videos. My cousin's making videos. And y'all, that was just a joyous moment for me. But I was getting it. You cannot tell me I was not the 4th member of TLC. The young fourth member of TLC at 5. Like, I was getting it. But yeah, y'all. So my worst Christmas memory or holiday memory is when we got stuck at my aunt's house in a snowstorm. No lights, no power, no heat. And we had to go to her in-laws, which was weird. And my favorite Christmas, or the Christmas memory that stick with me, is us at my grandma's house, me getting spoiled, of course, singing TLC as we get recording, vlogging. Back then, we just knew it was recording. We didn't even call it vlogging. But recording our night, and that was amazing. So, let me know what your worst holiday or Christmas memory is, and what your best holiday or Christmas memory is in the comments below. And y'all, thank you all again for rocking with me this Vlogmas. We're on Vlogmas day, I'm gonna say day 12. Nope, day 11. Nope, this is Vlogmas day 13, y'all. What am I talking about? We're on Vlogmas day 13. Tomorrow we have Vlogmas day 14. This is the end of this video, so go ahead and make sure you like this video, leave a comment down below, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you know the next time I post my next video. So remember, y'all, do some self-care, because a little self-care is better than no self-care. And until tomorrow, y'all, toodles.